Hi, how's it going? So for today's video, I'm going to be looking at this edition of Hardware from Umbrella Entertainment, the Umbrella Boutique physical media label. Can't wait to watch it. First time watch, blind buy, not seen many clips of the film before, heard a few things about it. I'm not too familiar with what the narrative's about, but let's dive in anyway. Before I talk about my thoughts on the movie, which I'll be watching soon, when you see the review portion of this video, I will have actually sat down and watched the film for the first time ever. Before we do that, let's have a look at the release. So sort of an unboxing. Let's have an in-depth and close-up look at this release from them. So what you get here is a very lovely looking slipcover, slightly embossed on the Hardware title, the logo for the film. J-card stuff at the bottom, you know, 18 plus, Umbrella, 4K UHD and Blu-ray, and then of course you've got your HDR high dynamic range logo there. Let's unseal it. So before I do that, I've got 799 out of 5,000. So this edition with the slipcover is limited. There is also a bigger release which comes with a lot of whistles and bells. I opted for the slipcover one because the price suited me more and it was a blind buy. Let's get in there and have a look at this edition. So really nice slip, again glossy on the robotic spider there. Remove the J card, I'll do that carefully. Just a little bit of stick there, it's not stuck on too firmly, nice and easy to remove. The one at the back is slightly more difficult, but pretty easy overall. This is what you want, this is what you get. So this is for Hardware, some sort of dystopian film. I'm not too sure what it involves. Trying to find out what year it's from. Perhaps if I could. I'll just take this off screen for a sec so I can read the font. Can't quite get that. Is it 1990? So from what I gather, it is a 1990 film. It's definitely from the 90s. It might be 93. That's really small font there. You can barely see. I don't know if it says anywhere else. But that's what you get. You got 2-disc release, UHD and Blu-ray, 93 minutes approx running time. Yeah, looks like a great release. Lots of special features, as you can see there. Even comes with a 1990 documentary, The Sea of Perdition, and a 2006 short film, which is The Sea of Perdition, and the 1990 documentary, The Voice of the Moon, 1985 short film, trailer, Richard Stanley on Hardware 2. I didn't know there was a Hardware 2. Deleted and extended scenes. So lots of, you know, lots of cool special features. I'll definitely be digging into those. So it comes with a lovely slip like that. So it looks like from the spine. I do love these Umbrella slipcover editions. I know that I've not yet bought a big box set from them apart from Hell House, which is a series of films, and I've also got the Terrifier set, the slimmed down version. Really cool looking slip. So we take that off. We have more artwork there. That looks really nice. Again, this is what you want. This is what you get. It's even got Iggy Pop in it and Lemmy. I didn't know those guys were in it. Let's look at the back. Just the information once again, and then you open it up, you get an Umbrella leaflet and your discs, which look very, very nice. 4K, comes with a clear swing tray as well, which is a nice touch, and the Blu-ray. The alternative artwork is basically the same as that, but without the age restriction banner. I shall be flipping that, so I will do that. There you go then. Anyway, that's what the release looks like. A little close-up look. Let's get back to see if I can actually close it properly. So you get your nice slip cover and your case with the 2 discs in, and your J card. And yeah, nice looking release. Love what Umbrella are doing at the moment. With its interesting direction, nightmarish visuals. You know, it's got the dystopian look, like pretty much down to a T. It's very contained though. It's not the most like it's quite a smaller scale of like dystopian like filmmaking, you know, like set in the future. Obviously there's a tyrannical government who's got the population under the thumb, and they want to actually reduce the population. So they've outlawed reproduction, and they've basically built these droids have been built, these killing droids, in this apartment where Jill lives. This character, her boyfriend Mo, has recently returned. He's somewhere else at the time when the droid actually manages to become functional and puts itself back together. Obviously, they've kind of dismantled it somewhat and been studying it. Comes back, goes on a rampage. The neighbour comes around who's been spying and perving on Jill. He tries to, get in her pants, basically, and help. And he's dispatched in brutal fashion. So there's a bit of a spoiler. So there's some good kills in this one. It's kind of like, I wouldn't exactly call it a slasher with a robot, but it's along those kind of lines. Like I say, a bit more small scale dystopia, set like in an apartment block, predominantly an apartment. The main portion of the film takes place. Takes a little bit to get going. I mean, the first half an hour is good visually. There's some interesting visuals going on, like the boat scene. I think that's when Lemmy from Motorhead's in there. The Ace of Spades is playing on the radio, and he's driving the boat. And then when you're in the apartment later on, and the droid is animated and comes to life, looks pretty good as well. Like, quite a ferocious thing. These killing machines for population control is rather small. It's quite like a short droid, but it's very very handy and efficient, and does dispatch people quite brutally. It has like spikes that come out of its hands, and there's a scene where they pierce somebody's eyeballs. Some quite nasty stuff in here, but also really good as well. Very nightmarish, like surreal visuals. It's got it's like a bad dystopian nightmare. Like, it's got some really good like visuals to it. The score's brilliant. Like, the soundtrack, I thought the placement of the score was perfectly done. A lot of different parts to the score. It even has some sort of western tones to it at times. Not the actual film, just the score. Little guitars playing and things. And then of course you got this more like opera sounding kind of part of the score later on. This kind of epic, like like choir music. And yeah, very interesting looking film, I must say. The narrative's pretty good. I mean, it's nothing too like fresh. Maybe at the time in 1990 it was a little bit more, but the narrative's still good. I mean, it serves the film well. It's basically about this killing machine they're trying to take care of, that's trying to murder the main characters, and they're trapped in this apartment. They're trying to do whatever's necessary for survival, set in the dystopian future. So you've got that cool like backdrop of like the city and everything where the apartment is. And yeah, it's quite a dark film. Majority of the film is dark. I thought the 4K transfer looked very, very nice. The film is predominantly quite dark as it's set at night time. There is some daytime scenes where the 4K really shines. That happens in a lot of these with a lot of these transfers. Daylight looks beautiful. Nighttime still looks good in 4K, but obviously it's a bit darker, so sometimes it's harder to tell with the colouring, but I thought overall it looked good. Even the dark scenes really good. The killing droids are a really cool idea. It's definitely, this film has a very good idea and concept behind it, that's for certain. The main character is I'd say Jill, the female, played by that must be Stacey Travis. And then you've got Dylan McDermott, and I wondered where I'd seen him before. He plays Mo, and I'd actually seen him in the Murder House season of American Horror Story, the first season. He actually plays the, I forget the guy's name in the series now, but he plays the guy who's like the psychiatrist in the Murder House, the main guy. But yeah, I wondered where I'd seen him before. But yeah, overall, really, really quite a fun movie, quite intense, bleak, surreal. Yeah, good watch. And as a film, I would recommend it. This edition's lovely as well. I've not dived into the special features yet, but I will do. But yeah, overall, like, a lot of fun. Like, really dark and kind of, it's quite gritty, bleak, really interestingly made film. Yeah, something very different visually. I'd say that certainly. And that's Hardware anyway, new release from Umbrella. Really loving these Umbrella slipcover editions. I've not bought many of the big boxed ones yet. In fact, I have the Terrifier, as I said earlier, and the Hell House, but I'm interested in getting more of these slipcover editions. I mean, they look great on the shelf as well, but yeah, anyway, the main thing, it's about the movie, and the movie was solid, really good. I will rate it on this video because I'll pop it on Letterboxd, the actual rating. I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5, so 3.5 out of 5, so good score, good movie. Yeah, very dark and bleak, very interesting. Yeah, I'm done for this video anyway, so I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, bye.